Two old people on a couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. It is the weekly wrap-up, and I am Debbie, and this is Mark, and we are two old people on a couch.
We got non-migraine headache, Debbie.
Yes, we do.
Everybody, she's fine.
Yeah.
I think even your speech was a little bit off.
I know it was. It was bad.
We're trying to get back. People are probably mad at me, like, why would you push Debbie to do a show? We weren't. We were trying to get it done, therefore we could relax for the rest of the night. Mm-hmm. So that's why that was.
No, it's fine. So.
And what I got going on is, well, I haven't talked about it for a while.
No.
Is my sculpting.
I was gonna say you quit mid-project with the sculpting. It's all over.
We got the meetup, and everything, and it's out in the garage. Mm-hmm. And as you notice, I'm up to the kneecaps now.
Oh, are you?
The legs are much easier than the shoestrings. But I did notice that your knees are kind of big and bony. But these are things that people don't see on the couch. Mm-hmm. But whenever we in Studio Z, and we move up, and I'm gonna have
to
this
Y Studio Y
to Studio Y. We'll have it over there. And now we broke 1,000 subscribers.
We did. Mm-hmm.
And
that's good.
I talked to the YouTubes about it.
Yeah.
And I said, YouTubes, we got 1,000 now. Mm-hmm. We're still Studio Z in this small place. Mm-hmm. Now that we have 1,000, can we
move to Y?
And they said,
no.
Well, no, but. You know, you're still not making any money.
Yeah, you're still not making any money, but we're getting close.
We're getting close. But they said, just to be nice, we'll let you call it Studio Y. And I'm like, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. We're not calling it until we get to the next studio. We're still in Studio Z. Mm-hmm. And we're pushing on. All
right. So it's also T-shirt Tuesday on Friday.
Oh my gosh. And
I am sporting Homestead Rewind shirt that she gave me at the meetup. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. And I love her channel. And Mark is sporting Journey Along with Shannon shirt, Jaws. So there you go. And Jaws hit her 1,000
That's why I'm wearing it today.
Yeah.
I was, debating between Greenhorn 1 Acre, which we dearly love, and Journey Along with Shannon, because we've been showing some of our new T-shirts, and now we got to go back to some old T-shirts. And I was like, well, Journey Along with Shannon broke 1,000, so I was going to congratulate her by wearing her T-shirt. Sure. And I've got the RidgeLife hat and a RidgeLife mug, because I got both of those free from
RidgeLife. And I won a T-shirt last night. So,
I know, so you're going to be able to have T-shirt Tuesday on Friday with a RidgeLife.
Yeah,
and you got that free. You won that one.
I did.
Boy, RidgeLife is just going to... We're going to wear RidgeLife clothes.
I bought a RidgeLife T-shirt at the meetup, though. So
you did, too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have 2 of his T-shirts.
But I'm going to be supporting RidgeLife because he helps the little guys.
Yeah.
And he's had some...
watching grow. And he does some good videos.
He broke his mile marker. Yeah. He blew by 6,500 subscribers. And he had a really good live show the other night with the Milkman. That's how you won.
Yeah, it is. I said... Before you even finished the question, I knew what he was going to say, what was Come On's nickname. And so I had already typed it in right before they even said it.
I was kind of sleeping because I've been getting up at 4:15, so I apologize. I caught little smidgets of it. Yeah. But one of the questions to win was, what is David's son's name? And we all know it's Eric.
No, it's Levi. But Mark called him Eric when he was down there having breakfast.
Because I always botch everybody's name. So the funnier, it would have been hard to win, is if RidgeLife said, what does Grumpy Grandpa call
David's son?
Levi?
Yeah.
David's son Levi. What does Mark call him? And it's Eric. Yeah. So let's move on.
Somebody said Eric in the comments. Down below.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would have been hilarious. Were they just spoofing me?
I have no idea.
Or did they were probably just zinging me. I'm sorry I missed that live shot, but I'll be wearing the RidgeLife hat. For the whole show, just to support my man Tim.
Okay, so we're gonna get out to Furry Friends. Then we're going to do some fun map news, and then some more serious news at the end because there's a lot going on. Everybody needs to have their heads up and stay aware. And also, don't forget that we have a giveaway coming up on the 14th of June, the Monday after next, where we're going to be drawing for the food buckets. So you need to go back and comment on the video we did last Monday on 5/31. So
I kind of was zoning out while you were talking about.
I know, that was a lot. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
but I was looking at you like I was paying attention.
I know, but people need to know this information, I know so they comment. And I know we have over 50 people.
I just want to be honest on our show that I was zoning out.
I know. I tried to go fast.
Right,
I tried to go out to Furry Friends.
Furry Friends, here we go.
Yeah.
Furry friends, let's all get to those furry friends.
This is Dory.
Oh my goodness.
And she is a pit bull, the runt of the litter. She will be 15 in October.
Aww.
She had a stroke a few months back. As you can see that she now wears diapers. She still gets around okay and follows her mom, my wife, around everywhere still. Slightly blind, but one eye, she is still happy to see everyone. And this was sent in by Jason, one of my favorite people.
Oh, man.
At,
we love.
I call it Illinois Knierim, but it's IL Knierim.
Yeah.
So his link will be in the description, along with Homestead Rewind and Journey Along with Shannon.
And we can relate.
And this puppy is so cute. There's another picture of the poor puppy. Yes. Our puppy was 17
and a half. Mm-hmm. And for the last 3 years, at least 2 to 3 years, our dog had a stroke too. Mm-hmm. And, luckily it still could go outside.
Yes, and do business.
Do its business. So we can highly relate. We know what you're talking about. They lose their tricks and their mannerisms and everything.
So it's good,
but it's still a buddy. So
yes, it's good that Dory is still happy to see them, because I feel like our dog lost some of that. So it's good that the dog is still excited to see him. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, ours didn't. Yeah. You just would walk in and it would just be like, oh, it's those two people again. Yeah. So, but we totally understand.
Oh, but this is a sweet puppy.
But they're still our
furry friends.
Our furry friends.
Yeah. So that's a sweet puppy. Send in your furry friends to twooldpeopleonacouch.
That's a beautiful puppy.
It is a beautiful puppy, and I know it's very sweet and very well loved.
Yeah.
Jason Knierim is the best.
Yes.
So
he's in good
hands.
Dory
is in good hands. She is in
great hands.
Yes, she
Just
is.
like our puppy dog, had a really good life, even though she wasn't the same puppy. It was our puppy.
It was.
We took care. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so we're going to get out to some fun maps now.
Okay, good. We're going to do the fun stuff first this time.
We're going to do some fun stuff now. So hang on just a minute. Right. Okay, so I thought since it's summer vacation time that we would key in on summer vacation destinations for everybody to go to. Okay. So let me pull it back up. Okay, so we have different locations and what they do for the summer. And you have a big chunk of the U.S. that goes to Florida. And then you have Florida trying to leave Florida. And in our region of the world, it says
just trying to escape
from the heat, whatever you got to do.
Right.
So California doesn't go anywhere because they're good, and the Northwest goes camping, hiking, camping. I can relate to that.
And Nevada goes gambling, obviously, in Vegas.
And then up in North Dakota, South Dakota, it says, it's not really summer here. So there you go. So
all right.
And then the next map we have is this map that says where we go out of country. So you can see where people go out of country, and I don't know if Mexico, but probably a lot of people go to Mexico from here.
People, it's close.
Yeah. Why do people from Arkansas go to the Marshall Islands?
Huh? That's wild. I didn't know Marshall. I mean, I almost worked in the Marshall Islands. Well, but I don't know why people in Arkansas would go to the Marshall. That is very strange.
Kansas and Colorado must have a big German.
Panama.
German. It must be these places have a big concentration of people from that area, right? So they go back to visit and everything.
I know that people in Van Halen like to go to Panama.
Yeah. Van Halen likes to go to Panama.
They sung about it, boy. They really love it.
Okay, and I have one more map, and this is the most popular campgrounds in the United States of America, and I feel like this map is nuts balls.
Okay,
so
nuts balls, all right.
It's a little bit nuts balls because it shows all these places. And Oklahoma is Horse Haven Ranch. So in the comments below, if you've been to Horse Haven Ranch, comment there. Tell me if you think that your state is correct or wrong.
I never heard of Horse Haven Ranch.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a great place. I was thinking more like 10 Killer.
Yeah.
Or something
Maybe
like
it's
that.
at 10 Killer. Horse Haven Ranch.
Yeah.
Maybe
who knows?
It is.
I don't
who
know.
knows?
And then like Easterbrook Campground. I mean, wouldn't it be Yellowstone? Who knows? Or Glacier National Park probably, right? But I don't know.
But anyway,
Did you ever hear of Crow Butte State Park whenever we were up in Washington?
No.
See, how about Beaver Meadows Recreation Area? Beaver area for Pennsylvania. Yeah, I guess so. Laurel Mountains would be more my guess.
Your guess?
Yeah, but who knows?
Who knows? So anyway, I just thought some fun maps because it's the summer and those
that's why we love these maps.
I know, because they're totally nuts balls.
They're nuts balls. And it could be somebody's favorite place.
Yeah.
And it could not be.
Yeah. So we're going to get into some news now.
We like the comments down below of what you think in your states. We like that.
And people want us to get into the news, but when we do get into the news too far, we get in trouble.
Man,
so we have to stay on that line.
Let me tell you what, if you went back in... Yeah, go ahead. Let's go full.
But I'm going to...
When we... I know, I'm interrupting you.
Yes, you are.
But we have stated a lot of common sense throughout our shows, right? Mm-hmm. And boy, it's slowly coming out that a lot of that common sense, there's emails coming out.
Well,
you'll go over.
Put up that picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. That's a map.
I know.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay, this guy, we can't mention his name or else people get all...
This guy has stuff coming out. Yes. And so this guy is in trouble.
Okay.
This guy is in trouble.
Okay.
With his stuff coming out and not knowing what's
going
on.
I'm following you where you're going with that.
So we have to watch out for that because there's a bunch of stuff coming on. And remember how he was against something and then he was for something.
The thing that he's wearing.
Yes.
The thing that he's wearing is very adamant that it would do nothing.
Yeah.
Then he flip-flopped because, the people that control him said, oh, that's not, we gotta make this thing. Yeah,
and now that there's stuff coming out about this certain place across the sea, right?
Yep.
That this guy said, they're trying to say that this guy didn't do anything about it.
Boy, could you get a better picture of my man? That's a little blurry.
I just picked one really quick. Okay, so anyway, so this guy, he tried, but people weren't listening and they got mad at him for calling it.
It came from a certain country.
And they got mad at him when he called it something and everything else, and then this guy is just...
In the emails, this guy said that there was probably like 2 medicines that would help the thing.
And
so
one
then
of
just
them,
go ahead and
one of them,
this guy here
said that medicine would help, but we couldn't use it. So
I'm thinking maybe this guy here might have been reading, that guy's emails, and he was getting them, right? Yeah. And so whenever he would say something like that, then my guy, go ahead and... This is hard.
This is hard.
This guy was like, I'll just say what he said in his email. And then later on, the truth will come out. And
but stuff is starting to come out about it.
You can't even say words
you can't say nothing.
But some group of people might still be here on the planet if they would have used a little bit more. And instead of trying to bring down this guy here.
Yeah, that was their whole thing. They just
wanted to bring him down as common sense people. When it came out, everything, common sense says the average age of, I can't even say the word, of people
of this
moving on to the afterworld
was 78.
Was 78.
And the average age of death is 78.
The CV was 78.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I've been safe right now. And then
get us first.
Hold on. And then one other fact is the amount of people that passed away to the afterlife also hasn't gone. The
number of people doing that have not gone up. So
and then other stats about Italy, right? That 99% of the people that went to the afterlife had
other stuff going on.
I can't even say that word. Other stuff going on in their health.
Yes.
That led to their I mean, it's all common sense. That people that hate, go back to my guy's picture. It's the orange man. You know, the people that hate him, they, even if you throw out hard common sense facts, just, they just don't. They've been brainwashed so much that they got to go on. Okay, let's move on. That was a fun segment.
That was a fun segment.
That was hard, but
so we're going to get into the rest of the news. There's a lot going on, so we're just going to go through this really quick. So we have the Justice Department. They're prioritizing ransomware attacks on the same level as terrorism, which they should, because these attacks could do some real damage to our way of life and stuff.
Go full screen with that, and then read that really slow again.
Oh, the Justice Department to prioritize ransomware attacks on the same level as terrorism.
Okay, man. On our show, you like to be laser focused, and you got to pay attention to detail.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. So, next we have...
Things change over time.
They do change over time. Okay. Automakers have just a few weeks of car supply left on U.S. lots because of...
Let me go full screen on this one,
yeah,
right?
because they don't have those little computer chips.
Well, listen to me.
Yes.
Cars used to be simple, and they just ran, and they needed air, fuel, and I said air, fuel, and compression. What else? I
don't know.
What are the three things? I'm spacing out. Whatever. Okay. You whenever you were troubleshooting, they needed fuel, air, and combustion. Whatever. Yeah. So they were easy. Yeah. And it was a mechanical thing. Yeah. That as it rotated mechanically, it would fire the pistons.
But not anymore.
Pretty simple, and it's points and condensers. You change them out if they went bad. Change out your spark plugs. Yeah. And now today with all the oil and everything, that those kind of engines would last forever. Oh my gosh. Let's just go back to that.
And a lot of these shortages.
Go back. I want to go back.
A lot of these shortages, right? You might think that a certain place is trying to starve us of things, not like
it all started.
Slow down the supply of things so that we don't have them. Because when you have your stuff made elsewhere in another country, you can't control over if they're going to send it to you or not.
Boy, and again, let's go back in time whenever you said that things were going to be short. Yeah. You said that it's going to be, not only would the fuel go up in price, but it would be, be harder to get. You said food would be in short supply. Yeah. And there's already fuel. They already hacked the lumber, fuel. You can't afford it. Already did the meat. Housing is getting hard. It's everything this woman said earlier that was common sense. It's happening. It's happening. So, call us nuts balls if you want to, right? Right. But, okay, let's move on. We've already preached this. Okay. All right. So the Federal Reserve says prices of restaurants, meals, cars, and airline tickets could keep rising thanks to soaring demand and a shortage of workers is what it is. Now we got a shortage of workers even. There's for help signs everywhere because the government is paying people more to stay at home than they can make working. Because they want to get us all controlled and relying on them instead of our own hard work. Yeah. And getting out there and getting after it and living the American dream. Yeah. And you guys can read all that because I'm not going to. Yeah. And then scientists have observed go full screen on that picture. Unprecedented burst of energy from space. So I think there's been a lot of solar flares going on, so they had this burst of energy. So that's just I threw it in there because it was space related, and I don't know what it means, but it could affect our atmosphere or whatever, and it could take down something. There's no telling what it is. What is the squiggly thing? I have no idea what this thing is. It's an earthworm. I don't know what that is. We're being attacked by alien earthworms. Yeah. All right. So, and then again, why inflation is both good and bad for your wallet. So again, inflation is going to do that, is going to be here. So, and this talks about like they're going to raise the interest rates, but I don't see that happening. But it says, it could be good or bad or whatever, but the point is that everything is going up. So everybody needs to tighten their belt and make sure that you have all your ducks in a row for what's coming down the pike here. Boy, those people in charge of the whole world are having their way right now.
They are having their way right now. And then we have this. We have this self-driving
not gonna happen.
Truck. It completes a 950-mile trip. Now, can you imagine? This is like a weapon of death right there.
Well, I had to take medical tests and everything. Mm-hmm. I mean, the government made it really hard for me.
They're going to unleash
a vehicle.
Unmanned vehicles driving things. No, I don't think so.
Your mind has to work. And I know computers are smart and everything, but all of a sudden,
getting out of control.
There's a construction where the lines are old and new, and you're like, I get into like Dallas, sometimes, and you're like, is this, this? And then sometimes like 2 lanes emerge in Dallas, right? I'm using Dallas because they got some weird stuff going.
They do.
You're just driving along, and all of a sudden, there's no on-ramp or anything. Just 2 major highways come together,
they do.
And there's only 1 lane in the middle. So you try to be over a little bit to avoid that because, man, you're like, all of a sudden, you're like, this guy doesn't have a yield. You don't have a yield, and you're coming together in the middle of a city. It's crazy. But that thing has to think of that. And all of a sudden, it's barreling down the road, right? And then, poof, all it takes is a ground wire to cut the computer. A little tiny ground issue. The wire comes disconnected, just that much, and then boy, that thing's barreling down. It's not in control at all.
But again, you're doing away with people's jobs.
Absolutely. Again, they want to depopulate and get all these things going. Yeah. So all the people that are in charge of the world, they can control computers. Mm-hmm. They can't control us.
No, and I'm not even going to read this headline. I'm going to let you guys read it.
Okay.
I'm going to let you guys read it because I just don't even want to say any of this stuff. But I'm going to say that it's just, everybody needs to have their heads up on this one because it's coming. It's coming.
Wait, yes.
Yeah. I'm not going to read it because I don't want to even mention it.
You shouldn't even put the word up there because they probably have a way of telling that.
I'm thinking my pictures are so...
we have no way of talking. And that's why Grumpy Grandpa...
What is Grumpy going to do?
I think I'm doing it. I'm going to start. I'm going to maybe still do my show a little bit on the YouTubes. Yeah. And then I'm bounce over to Rumble. Okay. I'm getting tired. I can't... Yeah. I mean... I started off trying to be common sense, hit you, with the facts and everything, and I can't do that on the YouTubes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we like to keep this show funner, so we're going to leave this here. We'll just avoid the
stuff that gets us in trouble, hopefully.
But over there, boy, I'd like to have guests. I want to have guests with like-minded guests that we can talk.
I'm going to put out a shout out for Matt Crocker to get a hold of us.
I've been waiting for him to do it.
twooldpeopleonacouch@gmail.com and we'll get something going on your channel, on Mark's channel, something just going.
I've been waiting for him to do it. Because I didn't want to...
I think he's had his hands full. He had car problems and everything.
He's busy, man. Yeah. And I'm going to just do it. And, whenever I have him on there, I'll shout out his channel, The Real Matt Crocker. Mm-hmm. And, we'll have 0 people watching us, and that's
it'll be great for his channel.
That's kind of help I want to give out to the people. But I'm going to do it. But if he decides to do it instead, I would rather,
be on his channel.
Be on his channel and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and I got the channel made, Grumpy Grandpa Patriot Show,
over on Rumble.
And so I like to do it with you on the couch,
of course,
and a guest.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're gonna have fun.
We need to get John from New Mexico.
Oh, good Lord, yes,
John. New Mexico is still at the whole
that poor man
thing on the face thing.
He's
still
living
mandatory.
in pure jail over there in New Mexico.
It's still mandatory.
New Mexico. It's terrible.
Somebody was telling me that they're...
You're right. I need to talk to... Go.
Listen, okay. Somebody was telling me that their relatives got kicked out of a hotel in New Mexico because the boy lowered his mask so he could talk on his phone, and they said they had a 0 tolerance, and they kicked him out of the hotel and made him go somewhere else.
Boy,
so New Mexico
living in the deep state world. I feel bad for him.
Yeah. So New Mexico is still on the... Okay. So again, with the inflation, right? I'm just pointing out the inflation today. NASDAQ is way down with inflation worries. So there you go. Yep, there you go. And then again, I'm going to point this out. I know we had this the other day, but it was still in the news. It's 2 hours ago, right? And What is Biden doing? Wanting to set a global tax? Who died and made him president of the world?
I know. Well, he's controlled by the people that are in charge of the world. We've been trying to warn everybody that I don't even know who. I mean, we kind of do know
that's why
who's
I keep
in charge,
bringing that up, because
but I still don't know who's top dog in this mob family that runs the the whole globe. Well, who is it? Mm-hmm. That's the stuff I'm going to be talking about or trying to figure out. Yeah, I know common sense wise that it's certainly not.
Yeah, it's not Biden that's in charge.
Yeah, they're powerful.
Mm-hmm. They are.
They're powerful.
Okay, so and then again. Why is there a bicycle shortage? It's got a lot to do with why fireworks are scarce. So apparently fireworks are going to be scarce this year because they don't want to celebrating. Yeah. And everything's in short supply.
I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know how they're going to punish Los Angeles because they said no fireworks.
Yeah, and they did it last
year. Absolutely nobody have fun, right? Mm-hmm. And boy, the whole sky gave them the middle finger and lit off a lot of fireworks
last year.
And which tells you, like, whenever they say, how many people, voted for this guy or that guy, you might be getting lied to because, a lot of people spoke a different way.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. And then we have, the I ship caught on fire and sank the other day. And now we have 2 more I ships headed to the Americas, down to
Venezuela.
Venezuela?
Yeah, the other country that just totally got destroyed by the people in charge of the world. Mm-hmm. They took down that third economy like that. It took 2 seconds for them to destroy that one. So.
And we watched an interview that said it had something to do with when they got rid of something that the people had. That once they got rid of something that helped the people protect themselves, then they were able to do whatever.
Buddy Anomaly or whatever, he just interviewed somebody from
that's what I'm talking about.
Syria.
Oh, Syria.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. He just had another interview.
Oh, he had another interview.
He goes straight to the source. He finds people that live there, and he gets the down low.
The down low, yeah.
And
it's
good. Yeah, no, I mean, I saw him, he was a hippie-looking guy. I'm like, oh, he's going to be busting on my man, right?
Nope.
Come to find out, he's just common sense, and he uses his own noggin. He does his own research. And boy, is he awake. Yep. So go check him out.
Okay. So, again, we have all this going on.
Yep.
So, just so you know. And then...
Oh, big sinkhole. Yeah,
and we have this huge sinkhole that keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's threatening this home in Mexico.
These people are like, stop already!
I know.
It's big enough. Let's,
So that's really sad.
What are the circles off to the side? That's kind of.
Oh, I don't know.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then we have this Bonnie and Clyde couple that were arrested finally, but they are suspected of 5 homicides. So that's in the news right now. Yeah, and so who knows what's going on with that down in South Carolina, because I don't know what's going on. So who knows?
It's a weird story. I don't know. I don't know why they have to constitute them like
all of our news.
Bonnie and Clyde. Like, did they rob a bank?
I don't know. I don't know if they were robbing banks or just killing people.
They just went rogue.
And I have no idea.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So, anyway.
You look mighty blue.
I know. I
like it.
This color is good on me. Yeah. I like this. All right. So, we're going to wrap this up, and we'll be back for start on Monday. And so, until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.